brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. First for Scott Brooks in Washington, Kelly Oubre Jr., Jeff Green starting in place of Otto Porter, who is missing for personal reasons. Thomas Bryant in there in the middle. No Dwight Howard. He is injured and probably is going to have surgery. Bradley Beal, John Wall in the backcourt for Brett Brown. Jimmy Butler, Wilson Chandler, Joel Embiid up front. J.J. Redick and Ben Simmons will be the guards. It'll be the second-year player, Thomas Bryant. Beal and Butler glued to him in the strip of Bradley Beal.
Nice hands from Jimmy Butler.
Simmons all the way to the cup. Boy, Ben Simmons. Defense by Butler on Beal once again. Here come the Sixers, just 1 of 6 from the floor, nearly giving it up. And Embiid for a 3. Butler kept it alive for Chandler, not once but twice. Chandler, one of those guys really not noticed during the game, and then all of a sudden you look at the stat sheet, it gives you solid numbers, good physical play.
Not going to hurt you, as coaches would say.
Boy, Redick, the fake to Embiid, who pulled down the offensive rebound. The cross-court feed to Beal, who is actually struggling this year from beyond the arc at 33%, a career low. His Embiid, Joel, comes up with a miss. He's 4th in the NBA in rebounds per game. That was Simmons between the legs. Embiid, a pretty assisted. Simmons loving it as Embiid drills the 3. 7 quick points for Joel, and the Sixers by 6.
It's great.
Meantime, to your earlier point about Oubre, hits the 3.
Yeah. He did not have that in Lawrence.
Meantime, J.J. Redick, who is 4th in the NBA in points per games off of drives.
It's a heck of a finish by Wall, getting in there. All that traffic amongst the trees. Good movement.
Yeah, indeed. And Butler, with his head up, hit the cutting J.J. Redick.
You got to be exhausted chasing J.J. around. You've got to make sure you're in shape because he's relentless.
With the Sixers defense, relentless that time. Simmons in the open floor where he's very dangerous. That McConnell off the Oubre miss.
Sixers really intent on pushing it.
Nicely done, McConnell, setting Ben Simmons free to do his thing. Ben with 6. Nicely done by TJ.
TJ able to go right down the middle, and that was what collapsed the defense. Ben was right off his shoulder. No defenders to deal with once he caught it. Yeah, he's just a scorer, and he's got a scorer's mentality. And when he's got that medium range game going like that right there, it's really tough to cover.
TJ McConnell drills the 3 for TJ.
An aggressive offensive player.
McConnell hiding behind the ample Joel Embiid screen. Hits another shot. Possessions for 1 as we close the first quarter. Satoransky, good defense by McConnell and Embiid, and Muscala stuck on the guard Rivers. He'll settle for a 3, and he drains it. Austin Rivers, not a particularly good three-point shooter, but he connects there. McConnell, can he get it off? He did not. Tons of food for those who are hungry, and the City 6 coaches were great coming out early in the morning. Some had games the night before. It was so tough to get them all together, but they came together. That's an incredible stat.
Look at that.
24 rebounds in a quarter.
That's 2 a minute.
You get over 50 per game, that's good.
That's pretty good. What that tells you, there's a lot of misses going on. That's what that
is. J.J. Redick.
Well, I'll give you the shooting percentage for both teams. Right now, the visiting team, 36.4, while the home team, 37.9. Both teams unable to reach 40.
Boy, Wilson Chandler taking us into the Wayback Machine with that one.
Kind of put him in the spin cycle there, able to create just enough space. You know he ain't elevating like he used to anymore. He needs that space. It's imperative. Nice finish.
Chandler a second bucket, and here's Butler. His 12th game, this is their 22nd of the season. McConnell all the way to the cup for 2. T.J. McConnell. He only plays about 15 minutes per night. Scott Brooks saying recently he intends to play him more than that.
Well, it's hard with Otto Porter, who's not even in the lineup right now.
Embiid squeezing in. Embiid already with a double-double, Ala. 3 minutes into the second quarter.
Got 22 double-doubles.
How about McConnell? He turns it over and took it back. Chandler for three. It's a Beal three. And the rebound is Simmons. Sixers right now just need a hoop.
That's a good offensive exchange for the Wizards.
Nice spot, Simmons for the plunging Butler.
Go one-on-one. The other four guys, like old school basketball, just watch it.
Mars playing off the bench these days. His first hoop. Now he's got the rookie Landry Shamet in his sights. Butler against Beal. Got it done.
Able to shoot. And now he's incorporating that dribble drive as well. So he's a handful to cover, but he's always had that.
Landry Shamet. Now he's got to hustle back defensively. Beal again. He's looking for the foul, getting no love from the official.
He shied away from the contact. You can't land and then ask for a foul.
Oh, Simmons, the sleight of hand. Single digits. Neither team shooting free throws particularly well. And the Wizards not really getting to the line. Muscala blocking the shot.
Ready to shoot.
Yep. Always ready to shoot. Landry Shamet's first shot he's taken.
Well, he can score. And he can score in bunches. We talked about, again, that Cavalier game last year when he was in Cleveland. Wow.
Ben Simmons finished the job. Compliments of Furkan Korkmaz. And he'll go to the line looking for one more. Wow, indeed.
He likes that. And the defender coming over.
Several opportunities for the Wizards before Embiid captures his 11th. Korkmaz for three. Open, Muscala buries the three. Mike Muscala, the Sixers, much better three-point shooting here in the second, which has about, well, now 2 seconds to run. This is going to count from Rivers, and that'll do it. It is, by the way, the second of a two-game trip for the Wizards. Again, Butler prowling the passing lane. Oubre Jr. met by Embiid. Sixers try to lock all windows and doors. They heave by Wall. And a 24-second shot clock violation. Bryant, good defense. Oubre challenging Embiid. Joel standing tall, getting a healthy piece of the rock there. The smaller mobile players.
Does a good job of sliding his feet. Does JoJo.
Butler for three, got it.
What he's able to do offensively, Beal now becoming, in my opinion, nearly a complete player.
Became an all-star last year, certainly recognized for that as Embiid had it blocked, got it back and scored it. Joel. They get 15 rebounds for Embiid. Sixers leading by 24 points, their largest lead. Simmons adding 2 more to that for the game, halftime.
And bring an added layer of entertainment, Sixers D.
Jimmy Butler, yet another steal. It's a Redick three. Plunging Jeff Green, unfinished business for him. Redick, got it. The roster, you would think they'd have a better record, but they've had some reported issues, not to mention they're just missing shots.
Yeah, they're not really clicking offensively, but this is a transition for them.
Nice drive and finished by Redick.
Much longer. The margin, it being what it is.
McConnell, who knows how to get to his spot. Goes for an opponent. In Washington, they're going to be challenged here to get over 100 themselves as McConnell got all the way to the hoop. Compliments of Ben Simmons. McConnell, it would have counted in that injury in a preseason game here against the Melbourne Tigers. Shamet blocked on the play. Is it a goaltending? We'll see. Yep, it's going to be a goaltending on the trailer on the play, the rookie Troy Brown Jr.
It doesn't have to hit the...
Shamet, rather healthy three, and he rattles that in. Brown can keep all of his starters on the bench in that fourth quarter. No starter has played more than 25 minutes. That'll do it. NBC Sports Philadelphia. In all likelihood, the second straight rout for the Sixers. TJ McConnell. Wow. Let me catch you up here. Into the game for the first time, Shake Milton, and that was his first NBA field goal. 60 picks in last summer's draft, and he wasted no time on his first touch. Got his first NBA bucket as Korkmaz gets in there and gets
Jimmy Butler's impact, and the first thing he said was he needs to shoot more.
I think Brett Brown would agree.
Yeah. Good sign that the Sixers are winning games without Jimmy at his best, but nonetheless,
Milton off the bobble by Smith. Muscala for a three. Got it.
In other words, are you finishing on a high note, or despite the lead, you kind of struggle the last 2-3 minutes of the game and you leave the court with a bad taste in your mouth? I think it's all about how you feel about your game.
Or how do we... There are 4 minutes to go in this one. Shamet, beautifully done. I'll tell you what.
Time, and then came up here a couple years back. Done a fantastic job, especially with like the lead scouting of opponents' teams and how they break down. You're right. He will be a head coach sooner rather than later. Those risks, they don't take those leaps to improve. He's not that guy.
Milton all the way to the cup. That is the obvious goaltending. Boy, Muscala defending beautifully on Troy Brown Jr. Bryant gets the slam, and that's going to do it. The Sixers will win back-to-back games by 25 or more for the first time since March of 2008. TJ McConnell, one of 8 Sixers in double figures. They win their 3rd straight, their 7th in their last 8, and their 5th straight win against the Wizards here at Wells Fargo Center. Sixers now 16-8 on the season. 8 of them